was a wonderful person. A teacher, which is someone who works in a field of education. Out of the 8 kids, I am the most difficult. On each side of me, I have 2 older brothers and I have 2 elder sisters. That's where I began my life. Everything had been taken away from me. I've had 2 different ownerships. I've been on the street for a long time, and I spent 3 years driving around in a car. My channel was switched to the next level. So the wonderful thing about me is that I don't have anything to sell you. I'm sorry, but I don't have anything for you. I will just tell you how to get to the next level. I debated how I would go about doing this, but I decided the best way to go about it would be to tell you my personal story. And perhaps you will recognize yourself in some of the characters in my novel. Listen, anybody can achieve success. But remember this, it is hard. It is hard, it is hard, it is hard. It is very, very hard. You are free to enroll in as many courses as you wish. It is difficult. You can go to a church and form a prayer cycle with your hands. When you finish praying, try not to be too hard on yourself. You go to school and obtain all the degrees you desire. When you've received your degrees and then hang them on the wall, it will be hard if you want to be successful. Being successful is difficult. The first thing you need to know is that I told you in my theories that I lived in a car for 3 years because of a decision I made a long time ago. I was homeless. In life, everyone will come to a turning point. All you need is the bravery to take the risk. It is the leap that has the potential to change your life. Don't be concerned if you don't jump. Keep yourself safe. However, you are going to have a boring ass life. Man, if you want a life, you should jump. You have to take a risk. Change is an unavoidable reality. So no matter what is going on in your life, what is going to happen is not permanent. Everything is going to be different. So you have 2 options when it comes to change. You have the option to react or participate. Anyway, it is going to change. So if you continue to wait, you will have to react to the change. And now you are behind. But if you engage in the transition, if you realize your current work isn't going to last forever, I'm just warning you. COVID has already demonstrated that when you go to work every day, things will change. COVID has previously demonstrated this. Your best laid intentions have gone awry. So all you need to do is begin anticipating that things will change and simply begin living your life in preparation for change. Remember that there are 24 hours in a day. No matter what you are doing, you must employ as many of those hours as possible to prepare for your own stability. It is stated that it is available on the internet. I got myself into a lot of difficulties. You will never be wealthy if you sleep 8 hours a day. If you want to be wealthy, You can't sleep 8 hours a day since there are only 24 hours in a day. And sleeping 8 hours is a third of your life. How can you be successful while sleeping a third of your life? People, you can't do it. If you want to get furious with me, go ahead. They spend the entire day talking about Master Caesar. They would rather have money than being healthy. No, I'm simply stating the obvious. You've got to get hustling and grinding. I don't care who you are. You see, everyone aspires to be happy and successful. Nobody I know doesn't want to be happy or successful. And there are few people lingering around who will not make you happy or successful. If you want to be free, move away from them. You have to prune your tree every now and then if you want it to grow into a beautiful tree. If you live in the countryside and cultivate an image, you must play a part. If you don't, the cannabis will be out and your product will be stifled. Do you realize that this is the case for the vast majority of people? It's not a job. I had to learn this. Man, since you can't change people to your rocket ship and send them into orbit, do you realize I was conversing with others in a room with me, trying to keep it real? My neighborhood boys were holding me captive. Man, you've got to keep things real. Keep in mind where you came from. The dream is free, but the hustle must be purchased separately. You can send this message to whoever you want, but I'm just telling you that as someone who has come from nothing and managed to turn himself into something by the grace of God, he got up before everyone else and go to bed after them. But you will never be wealthy in this country if you sleep for 8 hours a day. You can't be sleeping for 8 hours. You will never be wealthy if you sleep for 8 hours every night. If you don't want to be wealthy, all you need is a job, a paycheck, and a place to sleep for 8 hours every night. It will never happen if you sleep for 8 hours a night. It is becoming more and more of a pipe dream to become successful, because once you obtain this degree, it is simply be a piece of paper on the wall. It's quite difficult, and some individuals may offer you employment as a result of it. How much experience do you need to hustle if you like the majority of people? Man, you've got to hustle and grind. I know a lot of individuals who might be wealthy. If you want a job, get yourself some lovely little lights. If you really want to be bored, get yourself some real money. Hire people, keep several streams of revenue coming in. You gotta be a hustler, guy. You gotta be a hustler. If you can think of a means to become a millionaire, you can achieve it through deception, and you don't have to go that route. All you have to do is to think about the gifts that God has given you. You all have the potential to earn money. You have the option to change. You could all do something for which someone would pay you for. Everyone can do something, whether it's mowing the lawn, doing the hair, painting the wall, babysitting, caring for the elderly, teaching, or tutoring. This is how the majority of people arrived at their current level of achievement. Some jobs paid $25 per night. That was something they worked on for a long time. Whether they have to do in order to make $10. If it's fried chicken, someone else should do it better. If anyone else bakes pies, you should be able to find something to do for $10. After you've made the $10, repeat the process 10 times more, and you will have a total of $100. You now have a monetary idea. If you make $100, I'd like you to repeat that 10 more times, and you will have $1,000. Whatever it was that you did to earn the $1,000, I applaud you. I want you to keep doing it, and you now have $10,000 to do so. You may not concentrate on whatever you did to earn $10,000 from your $10 idea. I'd like you to concentrate. I want you to repeat the process 10 times more. You now have $100,000. This is when things get a little more complicated. You have to hire some people and pay some people money. But you will take that $100,000 and reinvest it. And what I want you to do is take that same idea and repeat it 10 times more. And you will have made $1 million. You don't need to complicate things. And you don't need an education to do it. All you need are the success principles. You can start thinking about how to make $1 million with this God-given gift. Simply go to make $10 and repeat everything 10 times as you heard it. Comprehend it and do nothing else, since no one can tell you that you are not successful. That's also quite difficult. So you might as well put in the effort right now. I'm telling you that you only need 10 individuals to succeed. Get on Facebook right now. They've just made billions. It is the same thing. This is what it was, and you already have it. There is a blessing as well as a lesson. Those two things are present in every moment of difficulty. There is always a lesson to be learned, and every time you are in an agony, you are given a gift. So that's what's happening. When a man leaves you, he leaves you with a present. Breakups can be a blessing in disguise. You see, you have to get rid of men from time to time. So losing a man isn't always a loss. You just have to hang in there and hope that he has something better in mind for you. So if something horrible happens, you throw a seed on the concrete and walk away, and the sun burns it up. But guess what? In my mind, it doesn't make sense to dig a hole, put something down in it, then cover it with sand to grow something. That character logically provides the push-through aspect for growth and development. That, as you can see, gives you character. It teaches you to withstand it when people gossip about you, because the death has shown itself. The seeds sprout open and begin to emerge from the death. You notice above ground blossoms, plants, and flourishes if you don't really want to be everything. And that wonderful thing was once beneath the ground. What are you talking about? Why you are stressed? How do you imagine a plant, a tree, a flower, or a bush growing without stress? How are you going to acquire it without death? Money isn't everything, and money can't make you happy. Money is something I strongly endorse. I will advise everybody who has money to do good things with it. With money, a good person can accomplish excellent things. Money is said to transform people, yet it does not. Money enables you to be more of who you are as a person. What keeps you from succeeding is a voice within your head telling you it's not for you. It's not a trick of the light, and it's not a matter of God's will. You can choose to be wealthy, but you must first think about it. This is the difference between successful and unsuccessful individuals. You must adjust your mindset if you want to be successful. This has to be changed. Listen to me. It is not your lack of belief in your ability to succeed that makes it difficult. It is true that it's quite achievable, but you've got to change. You keep receiving what you've been getting if you keep doing what you've been doing. So if you found a happy place in your life, you will need to make some changes. However, you must make an informed selection that you are going to change and that you are not relying on anyone else to do so. It makes no difference what your mother thinks. It makes no difference what your co-workers think. It makes no difference what your sibling think. It makes no difference what your children think. This is you and only your decision. Every day 2 people are born at the same hospital. If a person is born into a hospital to acquire a job and another is born into the same hospital to provide a job, it is a win-win situation. You got to choose which one you will be. You get to choose whether you want to be rich, poor, mediocre, plentiful, happy, or sad. The choice is yours. You are well aware that trying to find it out is the most difficult aspect of your existence. Now, according to the Bible, your gift will make room for you. There will be enough room for you. You see, you are wasting your time if you don't use your gift. The most important thing is not education. You might have a lot of folks with degrees who aren't working. I have a lot of folks with degrees that are unemployed. Do you have any idea how many people I know who have many degrees yet aren't making money? Your dream is the most important thing in your life. It is your fantasy, what you fantasize about. If you don't have a dream or a vision, you are ill and finished. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm only providing you the fundamentals to succeed. This is how the majority of people I know arrived. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.